So here there are some verbs which takes fixed preposition. Which takes fixed preposition. Let's see, for example, so here we have a verb which is sich interessieren, sich interessieren, and sich interessieren takes fixed preposition für, and it means to be interested for. Klar?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so sich interessieren is a verb which takes fixed preposition für, and it together means to be interested for. If you want to say that I am interested, like I am interested for language. So you can say ich interessiere mich für den Sprachkurs. Let's see here. Ich interessiere mich für den Sprachkurs. Let's see. Let's conclude this sentence. First, at first position, we have the subject. Then we have the verb at second position. Then we have the reflexive pronoun at third position. Then we have the fixed preposition. And then the object. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see some more examples. So basically, sich interessieren, it's our reflexive verb, right? Let's see with non-reflexive verb as well. Okay, let's here. Danken plus für. Danken plus für. And danken plus für means to thank for. So here, danken is a verb which takes für as a fixed preposition. And it together means to thank for. For example, I want to say ich danke für das Geschenk. It means I'm thanking you for the gift. Ich danke für das Geschenk. And what does it mean?
It's a gift. I thank you for the gift.
Yeah, thank you for the gift. So let's conclude the sentence. At first position, we have the subject, verb at the second position. Then we have the fixed preposition. Then the object. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see some more example here. Warten auf. So here auf is a vexel preposition, right? And what's the rule for vexel preposition? SDMA. SDMA means stationary, dative, and motion, accusative. But let's see. Here, auf takes accusative case. With warten, auf always takes accusative case. As you know, warten is a verb which means to wait, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
it shows stationary. It doesn't show any motion, right? And what's the rule? SDMA. Stationary we have dative, and motion we have accusative. For motion we have accusative. But here warten is to wait, and it doesn't show any motion. So you might be thinking that the case should be dative, but no. With warten, auf always takes accusative case. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's conclude the. Okay, let's first write the sentence. Ich warte auf meinen Vater. And warten auf together means to wait for. Let's conclude the sentence. Subject at first position, verb at second position, fixed preposition at third position, and then the object. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's see the last example. Then I will give you some questions. Let's see a reflexive verb. With a reflexive verb, I have sich freuen über plus über. And here, über is also a vexel preposition, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Nein, sorry. Entschuldigung, über is accusative. And sich freuen plus über takes accusative case. And sich freuen über together means to be happy about. To be happy about. Okay, let's make a sentence with sich freuen über. Mm. Okay. So here let's conclude the sentence. Er freut sich über das Ergebnis. So subject at first position, then verb at second position, reflexive pronoun at third position, fixed preposition at fourth position, then the object. And here let's see the meaning. Er freut sich über das Ergebnis. So he is happy about the result. He is happy about the result. Klar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I am giving you some questions. Try to solve it. Chitra, have you done this topic before?
Which one, ma'am?
This one.
No, ma'am.
Verb with fixed preposition.
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's see here. First is I am looking forward to the weekend, and looking forward to here auf Deutsch it is sich freuen auf, and sich freuen plus auf. Sich freuen auf means looking forward to, and it means to look forward to. Okay, let's see the next one. I am relaxing with the book in the park. I am relaxing with the book in the park. So here, relaxing with auf Deutsch is sich entspannen mit. And sich entspannen mit means to relax with. Let's see the next one. Are you feeling good today? Are you feeling good today? So here, feeling good is like sich fühlen. I always take care of my family. To take care of is sich kümmern plus um. So sich kümmern plus means to take care of. Next is I am meeting with my family. So meeting with is sich treffen plus mit. Klar?
Yes, ma'am.
To try to solve these questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me the first one.
First one ist freue mich auf das Wochenende.
Sehr gut. Next one.
Ich entspanne mich mit dem Buch im Park.
Mit.
Mit dem
Ja. Sehr gut. Next.
Fühlst du dich heute gut?
Next.
Ich kümmere mich um meine Familie.
Noch einmal.
Ich kümmere mich um meine Familie.
Okay. So where is always?
I forgot.
He said
Um,
no.
then ich kümmere mich immer um
Meiner Familie.
Familie.
Okay, next.
Ich treffe mich mit meiner Familie.
Okay, so is the topic clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Please take a screenshot. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this one.
Done, ma'am.
Now this one.
Done, ma'am.
So I will send you the list of verbs with fixed preposition on Monday.
Okay, ma'am.
And now let's move the next grammar topic, which is Befragen mit Präpositionen. Okay, let's see here. So Befragen mit Präpositionen basically means when we, in English, it's like what for, oder, mm, about what, like this. And let's see the order. First, we have to write the wave W word here. Then add R if like it is ending with a vowel. If the preposition is ending with a vowel here. Sorry, not ending. If the preposition is starting with a vowel, then you have to add a extra R. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Then the preposition. Okay, let's see some examples here. Fawn. Fawn means from. Now let's add fawn with wo. So first we have to write the W word, which is wo. Then if the preposition is starting with a vowel, then we have to add extra R. But V is not a vowel, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So after wo, we are writing the preposition directly. And wo fawn together means from what, oder, what from. And you might be thinking that wo means where, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But wo plus preposition together, then the meaning will be what.
Okay, ma'am.
So here wo means what. Let's see some more examples here. Mit. Mit means
With.
with. Now let's add mit with wo. So wo, then the preposition, because M is not a vowel. So wo mit. And wo mit together means with, what, oder, what, with. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see the next one here. Su. And su means
To.
two. Let's add su with wo. So wo, su. And wo, su together means to, what, oder, what to. Now let's see the next one. An. What is an? On. Now, wo. Let's see here. A is a vowel, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And with a vowel, we have to add extra R. So, wo, then add R, and then add the preposition. So, wo run. And wo run means on what? Oder what on. Let's see the next one. Auf. Auf also means on. Wo, then add R, then auf. And worauf means again on what. Let's see the next one. Uber. And Uber means
About. Or about.
about. Okay, then wo. So U is a vowel, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then wo, add a R, then Uber. Vor Uber. And vor Uber means about what, oder, what about. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's see an example here. Let's take a verb with fixed preposition, which is sich, interessieren plus für. And what does it mean?
To be interested for.
Yeah, to be interested for. Okay, if I am asking someone that are you interested for books? Are you interested for books? What will be the sentence?
Inter interessieren Sie uh,
Interessieren Sie, then add reflexive pronoun.
sich for for, for
You.
Bücher
Yeah. The article is not necessary here. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
First we have, so this is basically like Jana in Fraga, right?
Yes, ma'am.
First we have the verb, then the subject, then the reflexive pronoun at third place, then verb with fixed preposition. Sorry, then fixed preposition at fourth place, and then the object. If I want to say that, mm, if I want to ask that, what are you interested for? Okay, let's see it together. Here, what is wo, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's the preposition here?
For
And for auf Deutsch is
für
wo. So first we have to write the W word, which is wo. Then we have to add the preposition. Then the verb, which is interessieren. Then the subject, and then the reflexive pronoun. Klar?
yes, ma'am.
And it means, wofür means for what oder what for. Klar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for person, we use für Personen wir benutzen Nominative, we use where. In dative, we use wem. And for accusative, we use wen. And here, this means whom, because whom is your used for person, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And let's see the order of writing whom. first we have to write the preposition. Here, at first place, we write the W word, right? Which is wo.
Yes, ma'am.
But when we are talking about a person, then we have to write the preposition at first place. Then we have to add where, wen, oder, wen. Klar?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see an example. For whom are you interested? For you, whom are you interested? So, in this sentence, I am talking about a person. For whom are you interested, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, here, what's the preposition here?
For.
For. Write the preposition first, which is für, then whom, which is wen, and here wen is an accusative case. Why accusative? Because sich interessieren für takes accusative case. Sich interessieren für takes accusative case. That's why I have written wen in accusative. Für wen interessieren sie sich? Für wen interessieren sie sich? Klar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see one more example here, which is sich ärgern, sich ärgern über. And sich ärgern über means to be annoyed about. To be annoyed about. And sich ärgern über takes accusative case. If I want to say that, are you annoyed about the weather? Are you annoyed about the weather? Then what will be the sentence auf Deutsch? Ärgern Sie sich über das Wetter. Let's conclude the sentence. First, I have written the verb, then the subject, then the reflexive pronoun, then the verbs with fixed preposition. And what does it mean? That are you annoyed about the weather? Let's see the next one. If I want to ask that, what are you annoyed about? What are you annoyed about? Oder, about what are you annoyed? About what are you annoyed? So first write the W word, which is wo, then add R because U is a vowel. So worüber, ärgern Sie sich. So at first we have W-Fragen plus preposition. Then we have the verb. Then we have the subject. And then we have the reflexive pronoun. Klar?
Yes, ma'am.
If I want to ask that, about whom are you annoyed? About whom are you annoyed? Oder, whom are you annoyed about? So what will be the sentence? Über vain. First, the preposition, then whom, then the verb, which is ergen, then the subject, and then the reflexive pronoun. Klar?
Yes, ma'am. This question, whom are you angry about, right, ma'am?
What?
Uh, the English translation for this is, whom are you angry about?
Yeah, whom are you angry about? Udar, about whom are you angry?
Okay, ma'am.
Not angry, it is annoyed. Ergeren is like, yeah, angry, udar, annoyed, you can say.
Okay, ma'am.
Then the verb, then the subject, and then the reflexive pronoun. Klar?
Yes, ma'am.
So, any doubt till here?
No, ma'am. No doubt.
Okay. I'm giving you a question. Please try to solve it by your own. So, the verb is träumen von, and it takes dative case. And träumen von means to dream about. To dream about. Okay, please make these three sentences. Done?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Done, Chitra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me the first one.
First one, for worüber träumst du?
One moment. Let's see here.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, to dream about. To dream about is träumen von. So here von means about. So you have to use the preposition von because it's a verb with fixed preposition. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
And it will take dative case.
So, wovon träumst du dich oft?
Um, Noch einmal bitte.
Wovon träumst du dich oft?
Why you have written the reflexive pronoun? There is no reflexive pronoun here.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so the sentence will be wovon träumst du oft? Klar?
Yes, ma'am.
Now the second one.
Von wem träumst du oft?
Von wem träumst du oft? Good. Next one.
Er träumt von Auto.
Von dem Auto.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so sehr good.
Okay, ma'am.
Please take a screenshot. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this one.
Done, ma'am.
This one.
Done, ma'am.
This one.
Took, ma'am. Took, ma'am.